Welcome back to the strategy of marketing and pricing. So, how is that you need to stop listing and start closing the real estate secrets to price and market like a pro? Do you know that you can lose almost $50,000 or even more if you have the wrong thing? These two in your listing in your property. Hi, my name is Rosalina Esquilin, the Real Estate Empress. I have been in real estate since 2006, so I'm a real estate agent, broker, instructor, and I'm also a businesswoman. So I have my own developer company with my husband, so we build houses as well. But since I started in real estate, I have been looking for these two amazing, huge mistakes that the agents frequently make. And I will tell you why. The agents are very eager to go and get the listing. And for none of us that are not knowledgeable in real estate, so when they want to get the listing is to get the property that is going to be in sale. So that way they can have a portfolio of properties. And let me tell you something, when you have already the listing, your compensation is done, right? Because you had the property, you always gonna get that compensation. The buyer's agent, that's the one that brings the buyer, is whoever make a better offer, or the offer will be accepted, or the client can go through the financing, close, and then both of them will have the compensation. But I want to emphasize in these two points, because you will see, and if you Google a lot in Zillow or Realtor.com, you will see the date of market. So DOM, date of market is how many days the house has been in the market, and the AOD is how many days is the average that the property has been in the market, even if they change from brokerage offices. Why I tell you this? Because this is the way that you will know what happened with that property. Something is happening if the house is there for more than 90 days and it's not over $500,000, almost $500,000. Why? Because the houses at that price range, just 5% of the people are the ones that are willing to purchase those properties, okay? So when the house is not at $500,000 up, something is happening with that property, or something is happening with the marketing, or something is happening in the price. And you have to be aware of this. Why? Because the agents, and I'm telling you because I told you, you can do real estate without the license. So in this aspect, you are the seller. You're selling your own property. So you need to know how the marketing and the pricing will affecting you to make the money that really is going to pay you for that house. So your investment, your ROI, return of investment, now is important, because you get the house, you made the arrangements that the house needs, you put the house in the market without looking what happened in the market. What is happening? How many houses are around your neighborhood on sale? How many of them look exactly like yours, or have some other features that yours doesn't have it? Sorry. Features like pools, patios, kitchen. They have pergolas. They have a new kitchen cabinet, but they are the luxury one. They are flat panels, and they are more modern. The colors inside, the decoration, the details, the flooring, the colors, all the stuff will affect you when you are competing with other properties in the neighborhood. So before you purchase an investment property, try to do that homework first. What is happening around my community? What is happening in that neighborhood that I would like to purchase this house? Because when you finish the house, you're competing with whoever is selling at that moment. And what happened? The market established that the first 15 days of the house being uploaded in the market for sale is when more views will have. After that, it's hard to to get many others view. Also, do not use just one picture. Try to get as many pictures as you can. The thing is that when you're going out to send your property out there in the market, you need to feel proud that what you're sending out there is beautiful, impeccable, is the best property in the neighborhood, because that talk about you as your branding, as an investor. The real estate agent in the other side is just thinking on the compensation. It's very hard for an agent to tell the sellers, you must fix this, you just change this. Those things of like it's more cosmetic. We need to tell the client what is happening. When we are in the table, try to get that listing. It's very hard for the agent turn their down and tell them what are not the property has. When you're doing an inventory and your client is asking, I'm telling you about the side of the realtor doesn't like to make the comparables or compare the subject house, that is the house that they're going to be representing, is they get the listing with whatever is in the market. And that is one of the first mistakes. When I have houses, and I told this to my agents, when you guys have houses to put in the market, and you know that you're going to have a meeting with your client, with that prospect, you should look at the market first. You should look at that house first. I can see at least 3 of the houses, and I need to get from the best one to the last one, and then see what the house of my client has or doesn't have. Why? Because when my client is trying to compare his house to someone that is selling for 40, 50, or even $100,000 more, I need to tell him or she why. Maybe they have pool. There's so many fixtures inside of the house that will change. Floor plans, bedrooms, bathrooms. Even the bathrooms, they have 3 bathrooms and a half. Oh, we have the same bathroom. Yeah, no. It's how the bathrooms are their tubs or their shower. They are remodeled or they are updated. When you took the pictures, their pictures are professional pictures or are your pictures from your phone, and you don't use all the lighting and the correct way to take that picture. When you're negotiating, and the agents does this, and I want to tell you this, investor, because when you are a woman investing in real estate, I don't want you to having these mistakes because it's going to cost you a lot of money. So when you're trying to sell your own home, your pictures need to be the best ones. Your places need to look like a brand new home, like a model home. That's the key. How do you represent your homes? It will make you money. For example, when we're talking about price, And I says, we saw the houses in the neighborhood. We had the CMA. The CMA is the comparable market analysis. And just for give it to you a little bit more information, I have a course just for this. It's the Real Estate Ownership Mastery. The link is below. You can go and you can learn to do real estate without the license, with all of the knowledge as a real estate agent, because I am a real estate instructor. Also, I'm a broker that I have my own office, and at the same time, I build homes with my husband. So going back to the information, the thing is that when you are looking for the comparables and the prices and you're in front of the client, their house is priceless. There's no way. If they are set it, and I have a client right now with $3 million, and I tell her, I'm sorry, the comparables doesn't say that. And even though your house is almost 12 years more younger than the houses in the market. Why? Because she's comparing brand new homes with her home. But it's her home. And it's hard for her to get a different number than $3 million. But I cannot keep quiet on this. I need to let her know. Why? Because at the moment of negotiation, it will bring the topic. The price will not possible be exactly what she's looking for. How are we going to see this? Just giving the buyer some kind of compensation or credit for the house. There's things that need to be fixed. There needs that they are updated. So, or they are dated. So those things that are dated that you wasn't able to fix it, people are going to ask for credit on that. So now your net, you're gaining, that house is less. And now it's not that number. But I cannot tell the client, of course, we can get $3 million. But possibly is not true. And I need to tell them, hey, this is the worst case scenario. This is the best case scenario. You don't know how you're competing out there. For example, another thing that you guys need to take in consideration, even you're a real estate agent with license or an investor without license, is how many houses has been in the community that you're looking for up to sale. You have to go and see them and compare with you. Without any emotions at that moment, the only emotion that you have to have is how much money I will make in this transaction. Nothing else. It's not because of my pride that it's my house, I build it, I fix it. That doesn't count over here. You must be aware that if you are going to compete, to whom are you competing? What price are you competing? And what style are you competing? What is the contribution that they have for you to compete? When you're competing with a new construction and your house is like a 2 years old from a new construction and they are still selling, let me tell you something, it's very hard to catch up because they can give up to $40,000 in credit. If you give $40,000 in credit plus the real estate agent's compensation, take out the numbers. And if by any chance you put solar panels, honey, you don't have any money. You're not going to get any net. You're not going to get any gain. You're negative. So I prefer you to keep the house and rent it. Do not sell it. It's not the moment. You need to wait for the community, be sold out, establish the max top price, and then you go and try to sell when you don't have any more competition that high as the developer. But if you're in a community that all those houses are already a community established, there's a non-new construction, you had to look for the houses. You need to see those houses. And if you're a real estate agent that you're negotiating with the seller, You need to show it in Zillow or in Realtor.com how the house looks in the insides without telling them that their house doesn't look the same. They will tell you. They will say, oh, they're selling in $500,000, but my house doesn't look like that. Now they are more attentive. Now they are willing to receive your feedback about the price, but you need to show them where they are and where they can go. Okay. And all those kind of unnecessary information, you don't need to offend them. You don't need to tell them, oh, your house isn't worth that. Their house worth whatever they said. You just need to show them that the market price has a more higher value for some specification or aesthetics houses in the area that will provide more value for some others. That's them. So be careful. How do you address this? And if you are the investor, do the same homework, because I don't want you, because you invested $100,000 and then you have a pool like for $50,000. You think that you're going to get all the money from the pool. That will not be real. You need to be aware for how much money, or you are over investing and you're not going to get that money, or you're equal, or you're just giving something, but in a very good financial structure, that you have good GC, good team that give it to you a good price, that then you're still having a game on this. So the most important strategy here is that your price needs to be set exactly as the market value for your property based on the last 3 sales in the past 6 months, and see how your house overscale the ones that have been selling before. And if you're an investor, it plays the same way. But if you're an investor and you just purchased the house like today, use a marketing right there. Have ready your QRs, have ready your signs or your flyers showing the inside, the floor plan, the what will be the end, the final product of the house. That will help you to sell the house even when you're working and finishing or making all the repairs inside of the house. That is marketing. When you're doing marketing, you do marketing since you start to look for the house. Coming soon. Your house is approved. You know that you're going to close. You're an investor. You don't have the same rules as the realtors. You can show in every social media coming soon. Put the pictures at how the house will looks like when you finish the product and start selling it. You don't need to wait. Use your social medias. You need to work that in advance, because what you're an investor, there's no way and no one can tell you what to and what not to do. Just be careful that you don't violate the housing law. That is the 7 that we were talking about that the other day, like color, race, nationality, those things. That's the one that you have to be careful. Marketing, you don't need to be aware of that. You can put your houses right there in Zillow, in your website. You can share it in your social medias like Facebook, YouTube. You can also do Instagram. Anyways, all that information is in my course as well. I have another marketing that is very, very, very detailed on the information that you guys can need, and also how to promote the house. But right now, what we're talking about is marketing. If it's not the correct one, I have been seeing pictures with the closet, I'm so sorry, not well organized. Well, I wasn't very polite. So close the doors. We know that it's a closet. I don't need to know the information, how big it is, and it doesn't look good. This is for real estate agents. But for the investors, you can open the door, make the videos. Why? Because it's clean. It is open, it's clean, it's new, you just fix it. But when you are a real estate agent with license, try to avoid those kind of pictures. Do not show yourself in the glass. Investors, you have the way to pay for a good photographer that can use drones, that can use the pictures, that you can make like an amazing video with the whole thing, the community, the top of the house with the drum, inside of the house. You can create all the effects that you wanted because it's your home. Whatever you invested, you should get it in that property. So the thing is that for you to avoid to keep the house in the market for so many days, you can go and Google their house is 300 days. 200, 150 days. I have been negotiating with people. Hey, what do you think if you can rent that house and have it in under contract for purchasing next year? It's an option to buy. Why? Because it's better to have that house rented because it has been so many days in the market. It's costing you too much money. So when you have that situation, go and negotiate. Even you investor, go and do that. How many days you have been in the market? For example, I have been seeing houses do 240 days or almost a year. So you can multiply water, electricity, HOA, and the mortgage and tell them, hey, we can close this now and you don't have to pay all this. I'm saving you. I'm making you to have this much money back. Marketing and your price are super important. Right now, the market has some adjustment because the houses went crazy and being sold for $40,000 more, $50,000 more, and the market just grew always at least from 3 to 4%. The real estate always are going to grow from 3 to 4%. Whatever you pay extra, it will take you time and years to have it as an equity. So be careful. Everything that you do, it will affect your ROI. And I'm telling you, pricing the correct way, marketing the correct way will make you sell the house in 30, 60, even in 90 days, or even before you're even finished the house. And I have the experience of that because when you have a good product and you start showing the product in the market and you start making the marketing, buyers coming, people are interested. And that's the momentum that you create. This information is for you investors. I want you to make money at least every 90 days, every 90 days, every 90 days, 60, 70, $100,000. There are houses that give it to you a huge ROI. There's others that give it to you $60,000, but you can make different and a lot of money as a woman, businesswoman, as a real estate investor in this country. Is amazing. It's not just in this country, in any country. You just need to know the location, where you at, how you maximize this exposure of your property and what your property has around. Like I said before, I have all and more information about this in my course. So I'm going to add the link underneath. You can just go and see it. You can see all the information right there. You can be learned by yourself. Like I told you, I'm a real estate instructor, and I'm here to make you grow your network at the level that you are financial freedom and you can become a millionaire in real estate, as many other women that I have been helping through years doing real estate investment to get the best of their families for them and for them to feel secure financially. So many blessings. Thank you so much. Remember, Rosalina Esquilin, the Real Estate Empress, and all the information that you need, it will be underneath, and you can also leave any messages in case you need any more information or any specific class that you would like to listen. Take care. Bye-bye.